It's a Fable reference.
Alright, and...
I'm getting quirks and stuff in. People are still kind of throwing quirks in.
Do I still have those Cure Serious and Cure Moderate in my bag that I'm just not aware of?
Yeah, they're in. I mean, you'll be aware of them.
It's like you would have checked your bag.
It's like, oh shit, it slipped my mind. Those are actually in there.
Well, no, I'm just saying that up until this point, Jerrod is completely unaware that they've been in his bag this entire time because due to his addictive nature,
they're there.
He's pretty sure he's cleared out his bag.
I'm telling you, they're there. They slipped your mind.
Oh no, I know they're there. I've got 7 Cure Moderates in my bag.
They're fucking there, mate.
I'm just sitting here like I cannot wait until Jerrod actually stops to check his bag for something and goes, "Oh wow, pots," and then just starts gang chugging.
See, I'm waiting for you to just like nurse one like a fucking alcoholic with a beer. Just throughout the whole day, you just have a potion in your hand, just.
Jerrod needs to get a helmet with 2 potion mounts.
Yes, yes, Sirio, I did. And Ranson, you're fine. This is literally episode 117.
Please.
You guys are currently going through the dungeon that I put them in the beginning.
Oh yeah, he's part of what's the Sunday group?
Yeah. Call sign Candy.
I heard about what happened to Sloth, and I was so happy.
You got to be careful. You can't play with Goat Stash. It revs him up, man. He's like an old Ford Model T.
Except he's, you know, broken.
No, it's great because his name's Tony, so he's an old Ford Model T.
Yeah. She's just working on that crank, making me go.
Oh no, make it stop! I like how he left.
and he said, "Nah, not today."
I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I can't look at his face and hear him talk at the same time.
It really sounded like the worst motorcycle.
Some cross between a broken motorcycle and a witch cackle.
I was just thinking it was like a power scooter. You know, like what one of those things, the little like the buggies that you can get at Walmart that you sit in that are powered. It sounded like one of those.
I fucking hate those things, man. They're awful.
Fucking ghetto rascal. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You know what happens when those things die in the middle of the aisle? I gotta bring them all the way back to the front. Fuck those things. They suck.
Sounded like the Grease Man?
Not familiar.
I am not familiar with that one.
This is what you start. Whenever you go ahead and talk in chat, yeah, thank you.
Look, man, you bring this upon yourself. You made that sound, not us. It was not our fault. I'm gonna grab another beer real quick. Be right back.
But again, I never would have made that sound if she hadn't talked about playing with my mustache and getting me revved up. So
Yeah,
it's
but
her
still
fault.
your fault.
I mean, that's no. What?
This is the way my logic works. Do not correct me.
He's too set in his ways.
No. No. All right, guys. Looks like we've got 2 quirks right now. We have a silly quirk and a seductive quirk on Deia. Yet again, we're gonna have to write that into Deia's background. You're basically gonna be Lady Death. I love it. It's gonna be super great. Hey, Lady Danny, what's going on? Do not use logic on me! So, do we have any other quirks that are coming in tonight? Any? Any at all?
The answer's no.
Nope. Just
Stop asking.
Again.
I have to ask, man.
No, you don't.
Did you see
It ain't necessary.
Rami's quirks were?
Oh my god.
Karami's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He put a quirk on everyone but Pathos.
Yep.
But it's all targeting Pathos.
Yep.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I'll get to that in just a moment.
I'm sure you will.
Okay, alright. Going
Remember,
once.
guys, tonight is likely the night that we finally close out or get close to closing out the chapter.
Very, very soon. Yeah, very, very, very soon. Going twice.
So,
3
Am I
times
going
lady.
to actually
That's it.
do a session with no quirks?
That's it. No, you got a quirk. Everybody got quirked except Pathos.
Ah, son of a bitch!
It's not that bad, but
It's it's not that bad, but you're right. It's not that good either.
I was waiting for the.
I'm just waiting for somebody to try and quirk me again with "you can't hit anything larger than yourself."
the second you said that, I was looking at the chat like he's gonna get like 3 people to quirk him now. Like the second you said that,
Well,
I was
like
waiting
5
to see
seconds
like 10,000, 10,000, 10,000.
Yeah, I know. I've got to give him an opportunity to see this because it can be anywhere between 13 seconds and 30 seconds to delay. So I've got to give people an opportunity to get their quirks in.
Yeah, so like the second I was. Oof.
No.
I still love the hugging one. Oh my goodness.
I will ever take the hugging one. I will fight the hugging.
Paradox, thank you so much for that that host, brother. I appreciate that.
Jesus, we got a massive delay to you for some reason.
You do?
Refresh my page. Yeah, it's like 40 seconds. Refresh it and see if that fixes it.
Yeah, I mean, Twitch has been a little buggy lately, and I've noticed that the delay is...
Oh yeah, it's way better now. It's under 10.
Okay, very cool. I've not dropped any frames, so that's good. All right, that looks like it, guys. It seems as if we have a bunch of quirks today, but none of them are on Pathos. So, Deia, you have to be seductive. You're pretty clear with that. You understand how that works. And then Kurami has given everyone the silly 24 except Pathos. So, Klaus, Jerrod, Deia, and Sunn, you have walking corpse syndrome. You believe that an ally has been replaced with an imposter and duplicate, and the target is Pathos.
Wow. Big spender.
So can you go through that one more time?
Yes. Walking corpse syndrome. You believe that an ally has been replaced by an imposter or a duplicate.
And it's Pathos.
Your target is Pathos, correct.
So we all think Pathos is a corpse.
We think that he's an imposter. All of us.
Not a
Every
corpse,
single.
He is an
Well,
imposter.
how hard is that, considering that the first time we met him, he was wearing another man's face?
Yeah, I wouldn't put it that way.
I mean, I can
Wearing a
see
mask.
logically how Jerrod is going to work this in.
Can I add more
So-
on Pathos? I mean, yeah, you can try, but remember, he has the opportunity to buy it off. He still has some reputation. Also, the Big Bit Boss was beaten. And I passed out 10,000 reputation to everyone that was a part of the stream.
Yeet.
Yeah, so everybody that was there got a huge chunk of rep.
Put that right in my wild magic protection fund.
Yeah, definitely gonna need that. Oh, man.
Alright.
All right, Space Cake, what you got, man? What you got?
Did Steve hold yet? I forget. When does he show up? Arrested Development.
Wait, what?
Steve Holt. Austin's been
No.
watching. Well, kind of been watching.
Steve Holt!
Steve Holt!
Roll paid 23 on Pathos. Go ahead and pay for it.
He gets way
Pathos.
better in the 4th season.
There it is. You believe that you are to be naturally talented at absolutely everything. You do not understand when making a failed attempt. You just can't fathom it. You're basically Gaston.
And
I can see it now. Pathos managed to fail at something. Nani?
I was just listening to that fucking Gaston song today for some reason. Autoplay.
Yeah, for some reason's right.
Autoplay fucking was like, hey, you know what you want to listen to? Gaston.
Are you okay with that, Pathos?
Yeah, I can't counter it.
Okay.
I can counter it if you want, but
No, there's no point to.
understand.
You're basically Gaston, so sexy as fuck.
I mean, you're not gonna fail anything anyway, so obviously. Just knock on wood real quick.
I remember rolling that one.
Nani? Perfect. Okay. Well, we're gonna launch into it, guys. What happened last week? What occurred?
So as we ended up trying to clear out the southern room just after the hallway where the crystal was at, we ended up finding out that the southern door was lined with a steel powder in the sense that was combustible. So whenever it was pushed open, it would cause the powder on the other side to ignite.
Yeah,
And
it had some kind of a spark to it.
Yeah, it was an explosive trap. Pathos and Deia were able to evade it for the most part, but Klaus ended up getting hit with the brunt of the damage and almost dying in that sense. I believe he was knocked out, and we ended up having to revive him. Shortly after that, we still felt that we were pressed for time, so we did manage to wake him, but we also had to get Jerrod and Sunn moving as well. in the process of trying to make sure Klaus was okay and checking him for any further wounds and removing any shrapnel from his body, Jerrod ended up drinking the more concentrated elixir that was in the basin of the room that we were in, and it gave him a massive boost to his strength, but it also increased like his aggression as well as like pride, I believe is the way you put it, towards himself. And as a result, he was able to clear a large portion of the upper room with essentially with no problems at all. He had like, I think, equivalent to like a Titan. Yeah, I think he has equivalent to a Titan strength right now. At the moment, because I dispelled it. That's right.
Yeah.
He had like a Titan strength essentially, and was knocking down doors with ease. As we got into the next room, he wasn't able to see an apparition that was in front of him, so he continued walking upward towards the steps. But as Pathos walked in, he ended up seeing a Naru, I believe is what they're called, or Naru.
A Nera.
Nera, sorry. He ended up seeing a Nera, which was a glass-like or mirror-like elemental kind of creature, an outsider of some sort, that most drow and their kind of interacted with. So when he saw me, he didn't really react with a hostile nature. He kind of gave me a quick nod, and I gave him the same one, trying to play off that I knew what it was, or at least I had a familiarity with it.
Okay.
And he kind of passed me by. Like, he let us go by without any real issue. The problem was, however, Jerrod was super fixated on going through this area, and he wasn't really giving much thought process other than to get through the room as a whole, because he felt that he was pressed for time given the elixir that he had just drank. When Pathos tried to stop him, he essentially we got into a conflict, and when he pushed me, I believe, the Nera attacked Jerrod pretty viciously, to a point where Jerrod damn near bled out.
Yeah, he was
threw
almost
a last dagger into my heart.
Yeah, the dagger was, well, I guess it was living glass because it was burying itself into Jerrod as it struck him. And at that point, Pathos was trying to figure out a way to calm Jerrod down. So he tried to dispel the effect off of him, but it didn't get rid of the effect completely. It was only the strengthening portion of the elixir that he drank. And as a result, Jerrod became enraged and attacked Pathos.
Yeah, because Pathos went ahead and got rid of the good part of the potion and left him still being an asshole.
Yeah. After taking some pretty hefty damage and Pathos trying to get everyone to settle down, Pathos essentially had to try to duck out of the fight, but Jerrod ended up following them and landing a pretty serious blow across the chest with his sword as he came down. At that point, though, Jerrod had been bleeding out so much that when Pathos essentially took the advantage of that and knocked Jerrod out. Deia and Sunn at that point were able to intervene by offering healing potions to Jerrod, and then they had to stitch him up.
We surgically removed the pieces of glass that were in his
the Nera at that point kind of gave Pathos another nod, and he disappeared from what we've seen. I don't know if he actually disappeared or he kind of just went invisible and kind of walked away, but he's not there now. The whole fight kind of was in disarray just because no one really knew how to handle Jerrod.
Yeah, it was a really ugly fight all the way around.
And that was I guess the biggest confusing part. And we learned that the Nera is able to evade or able to absorb and reflect all forms of magic, because when Klaus tried to attack him, his magic missiles scattered everywhere and hit random targets.
Right.
And most of it was physical damage, as when I tried to shoot it, all of my arrows just kind of flew through it and then regen.
So I'm curious. You guys have never fought a being like this previously.
Nah.
I thought
I still haven't.
that at the mirror was shattering in the ground.
Annie, you're a little quiet, bud.
E.
Okay.
Can you get closer?
Turn on
to the
that
mic?
Yeti.
I need you to get real close. Like this, we need any ASMR.
Taste on
let
day
it-
levels.
Don't let it break though.
Takes on day levels, goddamn.
But yeah, we did finish off the session with the group around Jerrod, and then Pathos was walking up to the three melon-looking girls behind the throne.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty accurate. So,
Melon-looking girls. Is that because they juicy?
no.
He didn't say melanin, you fucking racist.
No, he said.
What?
I'm actually just as confused as him because I heard melon. I'm like, melon shaped?
No,
God damn
melon
it.
colored. They're fucking nymphs.
I was melon shaped.
Yeah, like watermelon.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? How,
So I
is
said,
that a good-
did you call them melon because they're
we need
juicy?
to- is that
we
a
need
good
to
description?
Annex you to Alabama from this point forward. Just,
You know what?
you're going there.
That green screen in the background. Why don't you just put up a Confederate flag? Okay.
ding, 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 ding.
I don't get that.
He called you a racist, and you
Put
decided
clothes
to
back on.
and you decided to follow up with the watermelon comment, and it's like he's just gonna keep digging deeper. But that's okay.
I handed him the shovel. He's the one that dug the hole.
Yeah. Okay.
He said melon-looking girls. Melon, juicy fruit. I don't see where the whole racism thing comes in.
It's a matter of perception, and that's okay, buddy.
It's fine. We'll just move forward.
That's okay. It's not a biggie.
Those that got it, and we'll just go from there. It's cool.
Moving right along.
Yeah. Back here in the dungeon, boys. Okay, so to let everybody know at home what's going on, if this is your first time here, this is my casting crew of Shackled City. This is episode 117. I'm Bub. There's Pathos, Klaus, Jerrod, Deia, and Sunn. These are the players that I've had for a long time now, likely about 90 or so sessions. Not everyone has been here the entire duration, but it took a while for us to find a healthy group. That being said, you can do more than just sit and watch. If you're at home right now and you're thinking, man, this seems fun, but is there something that I can do to get involved? The answer is yes, there is something that you can do to get involved. This chat, not unlike any other chat, there is currency. You gain currency just by sitting here, by making donations, by beating the Bit Boss, by becoming a subscriber to here or to Patreon. You earn reputation. That is a currency. You can spend that reputation by checking the table that was just linked right there. That table will allow you to do a number of things, right? Like, you can put in potions. Maybe you want to put in weapons. Perhaps you want to put in monsters. There's a number of things that you can do, but you should see what you're limited to. Today, we've had quirks. Quirks is a very popular thing here on the stream. Each of them, with an exception of Pathos, has been inflicted with walking corpse syndrome. They believe that one of their allies is a falsity. He is a lie. And that target is Pathos. Also, Deia has been stricken with seductiveness. Deia may only respond to her allies or to anything that may greet her in any way seductively. This is only for the session. These are not permanent quirks, but that doesn't mean that they can't be purchased that way. Likely going to take the permanent process away, because sometimes it can take away a lot of the fun. Right on, Falrock. This sounds awesome, man. Happy to have you here. Let's see. Here we go. Let's fire it off. There is the Twitter right there. If you guys want to get that live, you want to get it live and moving. That's the best way to handle that. Let everybody know about it. Tell everyone on Twitter, on your Discords. If you're still on Facebook, let them know there. Every time we get a fifth of a level, so in this case, when we reach like 210, 215, so on and so forth on subs, they'll get a luck reroll. So right now they're at 206. When that hits 210, they'll get a luck reroll. When it hits 215, they'll get a luck reroll. And this will happen as long as subs keep rolling in. So, I'm going to go ahead and make an adjustment real quick and change that number So it reflects. Maybe make a permanent thing only for the first session a character is introduced, or if there is a valid story reason behind the quirk being introduced. Yeah. Yep. Good God, Prophet, that's a lot of reputation. What's that for?
Something not friendly.
Oh, nice. Right on. Sounds good, Prophet. I like it.
No, don't like it. It's bad when Bub likes it.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No.
For reasons.
That means it's gonna kill us. No.
Okay. Alright, friends. You're here. The suspense is mounting. Your ally has recently undergone a certain amount of surgery, if you will. Deia has removed shards of glass from the body of Jerrod. Jerrod, you lie gauntly. You felt so much blood escape from your body that it was borderline anime. It was unreal.
Borderline? No. I'm pretty sure that we've gone beyond the whole, Afro Samurai levels of blood and gore from Jerrod.
Also, before I forget, the current month leader is Man with Beard. He has the highest bit and or donation of the stream, which is 16,500 bits donated, the equivalent of $165 in bits. If someone were to beat him, you get to choose next month's emote. As long as it's abiding by the TOS and isn't harmful to anyone in any nature, then you get to select next month's emote. So right now, that's Man with Beard.
I want Bub Sexy.
Bub Sexy? Oh, God.
Bub Sexy.
Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. You're in it. You're in it to win it. Pathos, nearest you are the three women. The triplets.
As I approach them, what are they freaking out? Are they? What kind of facial expressions they got going on?
They seem to be hiding. Like they're trying to. They're trying to be as defended as they possibly can be.
Are they like kneeling down, or are they just like standing behind the?
Two of them would be kneeling down. We'll say that like the one that's closest to you is kneeling down nearest the ledge. The one that's next to her is sort of like half a kneel, and the one that's furthest away is standing behind the throne itself. So that's sort of creating like a ladder, if you will, like a set of stairs.
Looking at them, Pathos kind of wipes the blood off of his mouth and. To begin, I just need to know, were you the three that created that apparition back there? The three angels, I guess, as it were? Or can you even understand what I'm telling you right now?
They look to you, and then they look back to each other, and when the first one attempts to speak, the sound moves from another's lips. Her lips are moving, but it's almost like it's ventriloquism, like it's coming from behind her, some kind of borderline audible projection. She says, No, that was our mother's. Pathos, give me a sense motive.
Natural 20 with a 10, 30.
Ooh, damn. Well, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let's see.
That's that motive.
Let's see if you are going to be able to determine the truth behind this. Natural 20. That's a way to fucking start the game.
And the motif.
Okay, alright, so they have a good chance here. You don't believe her.
Pathos kind of chuckles. Sweetheart, my profession is dealing in what you are attempting to do, but it's neither here nor there at this moment. If you would, please, the three of you, come, take a seat. And he kind of puts his hand out towards the throne itself for for them to sit down in that area.
Pathos, you get the feeling that they're lying to you.
Yeah, no,
but
I know.
You don't know which part is the lie.
It's no problem, no problem. Pathos will still kind of direct him as he did. Please, come, take a seat.
Where do you guide them to?
The throne. Like, I want them to kind of just sit down, like, I guess, on the arms in the center. That way I can have them right there.
Sure. They slowly, with much caution and care, they begin to move to the throne itself. With very obvious amount of fear, they do so with trepidation. They look onward at you and your allies with a certain amount of fear about them.
I'll make this as easy to understand as I possibly can for you. I will not go out of my way to do you any harm, at least knowingly. I won't try to do you any harm. Them, however, are four very agitated and four very weary travelers who are fed up with quite a bit of this place already, and I cannot guarantee that I can keep their hand should it come to that. So, I am going to be your easiest path from walking out of here alive. Do you understand?
Klaus, Jerrod, Deia, Sunn, you overhear Pathos talking, but he's attempting to either stimulate a certain amount of fear, or he is trying to hide certain words that he's saying. You will note that he glances back over his shoulder at each of you.
Do you all notice Pathos acting a little strange today? I mean, more so than usual.
Sunn's gonna just kind of not take his eye off of him and just kind of observing him.
Yeah, Jerrod's just going to lay there gasping and
I'm
dying.
Turn to Klaus and say,
Are we sure he's not actually Alabaster?
To be completely honest, I'm not entirely certain who he is, but we should keep our eyes on him collectively, you know. Meanwhile, it does seem like he's trying to scare those green ladies, so maybe we should look intimidating too? Klaus will try to cross his arms, but
Yeah.
they kind of just dangle there with a lot of loose skin, a lot of bingo wing really hanging down.
Sunn's face while staring at Jerrod was neutral. Now it's just gonna be.
Yeah, give us your angry baby face again.
He said, "Look intimidating."
You look like a fucking Muppet.
yeah, and Jerrod's just going to lay there, still, just recovering after, taking every chance he can to recover after the surgery. Kind of tip his head back, look off. Probably conspiring. Did you see the way I hit him? It's not natural.
I think we all noticed that.
Strolling around like that. Like a corpse.
Deia, the way that he says that is enough to...
Jump the shark already.
Is enough to inspire. It's like you have a certain amount of disdain for the undead already. When he says like a corpse, it's gonna be one of those things where it's like your trigger word, and you immediately open your left eye looking through the monocle at him. So like I'm expecting him to look back, and Deia's like her right eye is all crunched down. And her left eye is like, it's going like, it's the teacher from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
No. It's Mad Eye Moodying. It's just like whipping around.
I'm imagining like the Ren and Stimpy, like it's popping out of the socket with the monocle on the eye itself. Just looking.
Good lord.
Can both of my eyes move One of them is
a chameleon,
right
just-
now. One eye's staring at Pathos, and the other one's looking around at the three hands.
No.
Oh, God.
Well, time to break Austin was about 20 minutes. So
That's not even a new record.
no, it's not.
I feel like we might have to go ahead and mute Red.
I feel
It's
like
okay.
One episode we've definitely broken him within the first line of the actual game. Like after recap ended, we just freaking destroyed
Yeah, it's definitely Mr. Crocker. Fairies! Deia, you glance through the spectrum that your monocle provides to you. It's that almost spectrum of heat to determine evil, and you do get the sense of evil from Pathos. It's something that you're familiar with already. It's unsettling, to say the least. And you did see how easy he dispatched of Jerrod.
I'm gonna turn to Klaus again and say, I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
Well, I don't think any of us particularly care for him, but I think he's acting a little bit more than unlikable at the moment.
I heard unlikable.
We have to stop him. We have to stop him before he gives any more orders. That last thing near killed me.
You could say that about the last 7 things we faced.
I think you do a pretty good job of killing yourself.
Well, if anyone was going to do it successfully. But no, that last thing, he was guarding it, working with it. It wasn't of this world.
You're talking about the glass statue, right?
How
I
do
have
you
no
figure
idea
he
what it was that
working
hit me.
with it?
All I know is that you had to go ahead and pull it out of me.
I'm gonna hold up the glass shards that we pulled out of his skin. Say, Pathos isn't made of glass.
Whatever it was, I didn't see it.
Deia chimes in. Go ahead, Deia.
Alabaster glass.
God damn it.
At that
fucking damn
point,
just
Sun's
gonna
gonna
look around
drop the
and find
tweezers.
It's like this is a Scooby-Doo moment when Deia says alabaster glass. Everyone's like,
Alabaster glass!
it was Mr. Jenkins!
And he would have got away with it too if it wasn't for these meddling kids.
My God, you're right.
And their handicapped fighter. These meddling kids and their handicapped fighter.
Ruh-roh.
That's when, yeah, that's when Jerrod looks over and is like, roll, guys!
Somebody just has to throw me a Jerrod
wait.
snack.
What's our mystery machine?
It's the bird. It's the fucking rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Yes.
Good God. Pathos, staring on at the covey of these 3 triplets, they stare back at you, and they peer just over the top. You're kind of like leaning in, and they see over to your quote-unquote allies. The middle one begins to speak, but as she does so, the left and the right emits the sound. Are you sure they're your friends? They seem to be lobbying against you. How will you protect us from them? I'm afraid you may have to protect yourself.
True, and I'm well aware of their capabilities, but I'm not here, as I said, to do you any harm. I merely want some questions answered, and, if possible, a proposition, if you're willing to hear it out.
Please be quick. Our mothers will be back soon.
Very well. And he pulls out the water skin, and he kind of pours some of it in front of him. This crystalline liquid that we've acquired seems to have bolstered our abilities quite a bit, but no good, I'm guessing, comes from it with long-term use, and I'm guessing it's a short-term benefit that we've acquired. Is that correct?
You speak of the amaranth. You should not drink it. It will bolster your strength, but it lowers your wisdom.
So prolonged use can become problematic, is what you're saying.
It can become permanent.
Very well. And were you the three that made this concoction?
No, that was our mother's.
I see.
We are not fool hags. We have not quite ascended. We don't wish to be here, but they've pulled us, and now we're stuck. We can't escape. We're under the covered watch of the hags, our mothers, and of the demon that watches this lair.
Understandable. Understandable, your situation is rather dire, but my party and I, we're here for a man, a single person, and neither any of you three, your mothers, or this demon, or anything that we're actually after. So, if you can make this easier on us and tell us where the man we're looking for is, we can acquire him and be on our way, and what you do within this lair is all but your business. I have no need to interfere with your studies of becoming stronger than what you are now.
They begin to speak to you, but before they can muffle out any words, their lips immediately seal, all three of them. Unnaturally so, like they're not quite puckering their lips, almost like they're biting them down. And you see, in unison, all three of their right arms push upward, and they point to the door to your left. Their hands tremble. Their eyes look on horrifyingly so.
I'm guessing your mothers wish to speak with me.
They can't say anything.
Can you nod if that's what it is?
When you ask them if they can nod, their heads tilt back, and you can no longer see their face.
Very well. I will go meet with these mothers of yours. I'll turn back over to the group.
See the way he's conspiring.
We might be in luck, gentlemen and milady. I need to have a quick meeting with our host. If you don't mind, we can either go as a group, or if you need to stay here and catch a second wind, then by all means do so.
At this point, Jerrod's going to grab onto Red and start trying to work his way up. Not going to trust you alone with those hags.
Good. Good. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You made it awesome.
Sunn's just gonna kind of sit there, just with that kind of like.
Just mean mugging.
No, just. Did you just say that? Like out loud? Like the look you give the racist grandpa at like a dinner. You're like, what? You said that.
Mom, Grandpa's being a racist again.
But yeah, gripping onto Sunn's robes, he's going to just kind of yank the man along and kind of lean on him as well. After all, he's in bad shape.
You said this door, by the way, right?
Yes, I did.
Klaus is just gonna fly up there because he can do that.
Deia, Sunn?
Yeah, because you're a fucking hover round.
Sunn's gonna assist Jerrod in getting up there and walking up the stairs.
Like you're serious on my way up there.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
I'll use detect magic. Does the door look trapped or anything like that?
The door does, in fact, appear to emit a few mechanisms that have magic weaved into them.
I will use my disabled device to work on the traps. Well, I'll obviously pull out my thief's tools and
okay,
disable device.
Seeing him put his grimy little hands on the doors, I'm not really going to trust it, so I'm going to kind of float to the back of the group and wait to see what happens, especially after last time. I'm starting to suspect that wasn't necessarily a trap door, and more so
It was just him being a dick.
Pathos exploding something in my face.
Sure.
Seeing the magic on the door, what kind of magic school is it emitting?
The school of magic that it is emitting is evocation.
Ah, okay. So seeing that, I'll turn around and go, Master Skellering, if you don't wish to sustain any further damage, I would suggest you back up. Ladies, green is very becoming of you, but seeing you become charred would be most regrettable, so I would ask that you two step back.
Okay, when you say that, the three of them... Sorry, you're gonna have to move yourself back. And when you turn around to kind of back up Jerrod, you would see that your allies are starting to quaff potions.
Alrighty.
When you say that, the Hag sisters are going to turn to the door and look back out of concern, and then they're going to leave.
All right.
So, Klaus, Jerrod, Deia, Sunn, you were looking for 3 hags.
Yep.
You came into a room and found 3 hags.
And they just dipset.
And
Well,
Pathos...
you did say they didn't look very hag-like.
True.
You said they looked like melons.
I didn't say they looked like
remember,
melons.
only one of us saw them.
What?
No.
Only Deia saw them.
No,
No.
that's not true.
We saw them.
I think we were all aware of their presence.
Deia explained
I did just
that
Oh,
they
no,
were...
no,
talk to
no.
you
The
in
first time
conversation.
they were seen,
Yeah.
Deia's the only one that saw them.
True. This is accurate. This is accurate.
Okay.
Deia was, but
I also
Deia
called
said,
them
Deia
hags, and then let
yes.
these ones walk.
Deia explained that they were hags, or that they were incredibly ugly women.
Yes. And now Jared's kind of just like looking between them all like, look! More evidence! He's letting them get away!
Yeah,
I bet
that's
you he blew up that first door on purpose.
that's startling evidence right there. You believe that you've stumbled into a predicament. One of your allies just released an enemy in front of you.
After he points it out, Sunn's gonna... Pathos!
Well, you know, I might be concussed.
Why are they running that way?
You fool! Because they're his allies.
I assume they wish to flee our presence. It's
Don't we
typically
need
why.
them?
I don't.
But we do. As a group, instead of a singular unit.
I wasn't in on this part of the plan, do we?
Do we?
Well, yes, discuss it, and do me a favor. Shut up. Perfection takes time.
We'll get back to you on that.
Yes, please, at a later date, when your life expectancy reaches its climax.
Holy shit! Fucking harsh. You know, I may be concussed, but I do believe we shouldn't trust him with this door.
I want to take as much time to disable the door as possible, because I don't want another situation that happened last time to happen again.
I'm gonna just look at Klaus.
Sure,
and,
just remember that you can take time to benefit yourself, but as far as acting under duress, you are still in a demon lord's lair. It's not like you can take 10 or 20 on this one. That's
I know. I'm just saying. I'm not in that sense, but like
He's not Russian.
Sure.
I'm not
gotcha.
gonna
He's trying to wheedle it out.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna do my roll.
Go for it.
Well, he does that. Someone's gonna look and be like,
19. And yeah, 19.
Okay. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Sure, why not?
You have no luck rerolls yet. If we hit 210 subs, which is 4 more subs, then that'll be the first luck reroll of the night.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll burn my inspiration then.
Sure.
23 total?
That's good. That's good. You actually trip the mechanism in a way, but you're able to catch the wire before it lands, sending up a pinion. This pinion would have triggered basically the equivalent of a fire breath, a cone of fire beneath the door. So you manage to catch this, and you drop it around the pinion itself, and the mechanism has been settled. You believe that you've disabled the trap.
Do I see the magic evocations kind of dissipate with it as well, since it, I guess, went off but didn't go off?
It doesn't technically leave. It's still there, but you don't believe the mechanism will trigger.
All right. Seeing as I just, at least from what my knowledge of believing to disable it, I'll go ahead and open the door since the trap didn't kind of, I guess, this didn't go off then.
Sure.
Is there any way to like tie off the trap so I can just like leave the door open, and then kind of set it in a way where if I'm running and I close it, it can rearm it?
If you had a dagger that you could leave behind, then yes.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. No, so I guess I'll just kind of I guess have it disabled then. So I guess I won't be able to rearm it.
Sure.
All right. But yeah, I'll push through the door then.
Sure. As you open the door, you can see the rest of the mechanism itself. It was supposed to basically allow this pinion to hit a portion of a bar, which will send this, like it's a trigger itself. Developed very similarly to that of a gun. You could visibly hit this with your hand. It's like a button of sorts. And if you hit this, it would send this off.
Alrighty. I'll let the group know. Well, you know what? No, I actually have charcoal. So what I'll do is I'll outline it. So that way we know not to touch it in that spot.
Okay. Do you say anything to them? Or do you just...
Yeah, so as I start circling it, I'll turn around. I've outlined the mechanism for the trap that I have so easily disabled. That's all of you would have done as well, disabling this trap with your bodies and your lives, because you are experts in your fields of what you do. That is all.
He just went full Arnold on you.
Funny
I'm
how
sensing a
he's
bit of
managed
annoyance here.
He's able to go ahead and take care of this one, but the first one went off so much easier.
Took care of it. I believe we should be very careful.
Sunn's gonna...
Either way, the trap is disabled. Just watch your step. Cramped room.
Sunn's
Jerrod, if there's danger, you go first.
Sunn's gonna kind of dip under Jerrod's arm so he can start supporting himself again. Like the strong, independent fighter with all of his, muscles blown out.
I'll start making my way through the door.
Sure.
Does this one have a trap on it as well, or is there magic on it?
Surely they wouldn't trap the second door. Surely.
Yeah, is there magic on the second door?
It does not appear to have magic.
Alright, same thing. I'll do another check. Was it perception for traps, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So you've lost your inspiration.
39? I'm sorry, that should be 29, not 39.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, no, that's 30, not 29. Yeah, it's 30, not 39.
Oh.
It's supposed to be plus 20.
So
okay,
close.
40, casually.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that's even or odd?
It was 21. No, you got it. You got it. It does not appear to be trapped. It's safe to assume that the first door was there to prevent anyone from entering. The second door was just as a courtesy to kind of keep people waiting.
All right. Then I will. I'm assuming that their reference was essentially the mothers were guiding me towards them, correct?
Yes.
All right. So not to be an asshole and kind of let myself in, I will knock on the door.
There is no response.
All right. Then I will push the door open, make my way in.
Sure. Allow me to describe this room to you, sir. 3 large beds sit in this room. Along the north wall hangs a set of golden baboon masks. The smooth stone walls and the floor are covered by colorful and bizarre tapestries and carpets. An elaborate weaver's loom occupies the southwest corner. Various skeins of wool of many different colors are piled near the loom next to the basket of sewing tools. A wooden chest sits in the southeast corner. There seems to be 4 medium, teetering on large humanoids standing in the room. They have 6 arms. 2 of them are decorated above their heads. The midset is at the waist, almost like it's doing the Diamond Dallas Page DDP diamond cutter symbol. You know, where you put your hands up so you make that diamond shape.
I'm gonna jump on the bed and then go off the turnbuckle. And then
and the lower
diamond cutter.
The lower hands seem to be clutching what looks to be like a chromatic disc.
Chromatic disc?
Yes, and it seems to be of the same craft and construction as the hegemonic plate.
It's a key.
Do you step into the room?
Yes, Jerrod
kind of
does.
seeing that there's skeletons. Does my detect magic show any necromantic auras emitting off of them?
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'll turn around and look at Jerrod. You can handle skeletons, right?
Skeletons? We're supposed to be seeing 3 hags.
There's 4 skeletons. That's one
Yes.
more, but not what we're looking for. It's close, though. Love your enthusiasm. Here, go on, take a look. Go. And he'll like,
Jerrod,
like press the launch go.
You're not okay with this.
Obviously.
You're not okay with this. 1, he's badgering you, and making fun of basically every part of your being. 2, he doesn't care for the fact that you've nearly died. 3, he's disregarding everything that you say. Not to mention the quirk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Klaus and say, I kind of like how this Pathos treats Jerrod.
You know, I believe that might be the only thing I like about him.
Very true, but it is a thing indeed.
I cannot refute that fact. I don't see why Jerrod is having so many issues with dealing with the concept of skeletons. I mean, surely his closet is filled with them to the brim.
Jesus Christ.
I thought they were filled with doorknobs.
Oh, gross. Don't those doorknobs.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry, that's the back door.
Pathos looks over to Jerrod. This room is most likely set off with a necromantic magic that's going to cause it to activate these skeletons, in a sense. They are a trap, a secondary trap for the room, which I'm guessing there is treasure that lies just beyond there.
At this point, Jared's going to shove him. Just like full on, shove him. Then you handle it. You're the one that led us into this mess. You're the one that let the 3 get away. Why should I even bother trusting you at this point? Everything you've done has been causing me harm.
Everything you've done has been of your own doing, good friend. I have not persuaded you to go first through any door that you have willingly kicked down. And on top of that, I tried to defend you from a creature that you caused to aggravate by attacking me.
Yes, it attacked me when I attacked you.
Yes,
And did
and
you
that
strike
was
it once?
no, because it was not my enemy. You would become my
It
enemy.
was
at that
your
point.
ally.
Yes.
Okay, so he's really just said yes.
That sounds like his declaration. Am I wrong to assume that, Pathos?
That Jerrod was my enemy at that point? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be real specific here. Because did Pathos just say that the creature that almost killed Jerrod was his ally and just say yes?
I think his correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said that you weren't his ally.
Because you attacked me.
Yeah, but Jerrod specifically said, but did you strike it even once? You said, no, it wasn't my enemy. Jerrod said, because it was your ally, and you just said yes. I have to be real specific here before my next action.
I mean, he's not lying, though.
Perceptions, man, they're really fucking wild.
Look. The point is, you ran through the room on your own. Everything that you've done up until this point has been on you. What have I actually done to you since I've joined this party? Name one. What have I done to you personally?
Personally, nothing. But that's my point. Every time we turn around, agents are working in your favor.
Who? The glass one. I had to play that off. I don't know what that thing is. I seen it once in my homeland. Once. And it ended up killing one of our lower house sorceresses. It's part of the job.
And when it goes ahead and tries to kill me, what do you do to it? Nothing!
I was directly behind it. Or in front of it in this case.
Instead, you struck me!
I hit you once on the head. You struck me twice. One of which almost took my head off had I not ducked and you had bent your weapon the way you did. I may have knocked you out, but I may have knocked you out, Skellerang, but I have at no point attempted to take your life. So much for honor.
Klaus, Deia, Sunn, you overhear this. You have an opportunity to step in and say something at any time. You don't have to just like let this unfold before you.
No, dude. You know when you're at a friend's house and their parents are fighting.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now.
Yeah, Sunn's just like, oh no.
Sunn's like,
I'm essentially holding action until someone strikes.
Yeah, we're basically sitting there awkwardly behind him going.
Klaus ain't afraid of nothing. Klaus is getting his ass in there.
If anything, Sunn's walking away from this. Just a bit, just taking a few steps back.
I like how he says it in third person. Klaus ain't no bitch.
They met these guys within a week, both of them, and they're at each other's necks, and she's kind of just like,
yeah.
Well, I guess we'll kind of see what happens. I think Jerrod's in the wrong here. He's being a dick, but Pathos is evil, so, well, whichever one takes the other one out will kill
evil
that one.
Slash undead, yeah.
Yeah, slash undead slash made of glass.
So as Klaus flies in, he's looking to break this fight up, right? Because Jerrod, while he may be irritating, is in fact the only person left that knows where my shit is. And frankly, he still needs to serve his purpose to me. Can't really do that while he's dead, so I have interest in keeping him alive. On the other hand, I would like to see Jerrod take a full swing at Pathos, but in the situation we're in at the moment, even an uncertain ally is better than a definite enemy. So probably shouldn't let him try to cut his head off again.
So what does this look like for the narrative then? Tell me. What do you do? Roleplay for
Looks
me.
up and puts his balls on his chin.
Not quite. Not what I was going for, oddly enough. So Klaus is going to fly in between the two of them.
Okay.
And shout, "You fools! You buffoons! You fucking idiots! Are you kidding me? Can we not kill each other? We have a job to do here. We have plenty of things that are trying to kill us already. Pathos, I may not trust you, but you're more useful to me alive than dead."
Fine. Let me go ahead and take care of the skeletons. At this point, he's going to walk around, but he's going to pause by Pathos. I'm going to be keeping an eye on you.
Keep 2. It's easier.
Keep 2, bitch! But yeah, he's going to step into the room.
Okay, alright, so give me initiative. Give me some initiatives, please.
Bub, do we have to?
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
like those words.
Can Red and I opt out of this fight?
Yeah,
Hell
can
no!
we sit back?
Can we just, like, watch?
Can we play
Hell
poker?
no!
They
Y'all
just
can
want to be
get
voyeurs.
wrecked.
Oh, and I want to make sure I get my moderate because I don't have it written down with the
It's really good at checkers.
Apparently, that's not how that works. That's how that works.
Okay, Deia, what did you get?
23.
Very
You
good.
say you needed initiative?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
Can we opt out? No, I heard the combat music again. I'm not doing it.
I heard the comic music. I'm gonna stay back in this room.
Pathos, what'd you get?
11 bajillion. No, it was 18.
I'll never be Bajillion, so not a number, he goes last.
Jerrod, what'd you get?
I got 15.
Thank you. And I got 22.
I do a full round attack on the skeleton, but I want to attack through Jerrod.
Jesus Christ.
I want to throw my knife so that it cuts through Jerrod, hits the skeleton, and then returns through Jerrod again.
It's like that one weapon off Altered Carbon.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I'm deciding to use this particular music because it's not the high-level fight, which I'm very excited
man.
about.
Is it Yakety Sax?
No.
I think that would be accurate.
Is it Snake?
Deia!
Yeah.
The moment that a person enters the room, you hear the rattling of bones, the cracking of ivory. Light begins to appear from this room that previously could not be seen.
I'm gonna...
A blue iridescent glow illuminates from the eyes of each skeleton.
I'm gonna move around Sunn, but I figure I probably can't see any of the skeletons very well because I've got 3 full-size men in between me and inside
Wait,
of a
does
doorway.
Klaus count as a full-size man?
Yes, he does count as a full-size man.
He's a full-size old man. But I think Jerrod counts as 2 men, so it makes up for it. And anyways, they're all standing in the doorway, so I figure I probably don't have a very good sight on anything right now. So I'm kind of just gonna hold my action until I can see them.
All right. Sounds good. My turn. Jerrod. The moment that you enter, they rattle to life.
Of course.
Of all the things that I wanted you to fight, this is not the one. This was not the one, my friend. Okay.
4 sets of magic missile.
Alright, oh my god, you guys.
That's
Oh my god.
Like hearing that sound.
I need reflexes from everyone.
God damn it.
Natural 20.
That's good. That's good.
22.
23.
3.
Oh no, sorry, mine was 17. 17.
Sunn.
You rolled low.
27.
20.
All right, here we go. In an instantaneous action.
That's fucking
Great. Love hearing that.
Oh my god, this is
I giant
gross.
spear shoots to the center of the room and
Please
pierces
tell
all
me
of
they
the-
all 4 don't do lightning bolt.
They all 4 cast lightning bolt.
Alright, guys, let's rev up those
Wait,
ones.
I called that?
Yeah, they all 4 cast lightning bolt.
You're fucking kidding me.
I hope you're ready for 28d6.
Are we, did we just, like, hit the secret word? Is that, like, the word of the session, or
If I get a
where's the
natural
alarms?
20 on the reflex, do I dodge all?
So
And
because
wait,
this
wait.
happens all at the same time, and everybody... Ooh.
My question
Ooh.
is, 1, does Pathos make the save? And 2, is he going to have no damage? Just for Jerrod to pay attention next time.
Well, at least I have DR against electric damage.
I'm glad I have at least 4 people in between me and the lightning source. That's cool.
Quick question, Bub. Rolling a nat 20 on a reflex to do half damage doesn't negate all damage, does it?
That's accurate.
Shit.
Not unless you're fucking
The most tactical formation, the single file line.
It's the patented one at a time strat.
I
Don't
would-
knock until you try it.
Everyone is going to succeed, and taking half. If you have the appropriate skill abilities, you take none. So that immediately will affect Pathos as the rogue. He's going to take no damage. He manages to just ninja around the lightning bolts.
It's like a cartoon. It's all.
Here we go! Here's the first set.
Mission.
Okay,
Take 12.
take no damage on that.
Second lightning bolt.
16.
Yeah.
Does DR reset with each attack, or is that
Yeah.
Yeah,
per
it is.
round? Okay.
It's
Per-
with
per
each
attack.
bolt.
Okay.
So we have 12, we have 16. Take 14.
I'll pass.
Uh,
Is that a dead Jerrod?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm about to say that's definitely a dead Jerrod.
Take 11.
That's Kentucky Fried Jerrod.
Wait, you said take another. Oh,
12, 16, 14, 11. And you put it in chat.
I'm -1.
You just see Klaus standing there as like a conduit. I'm a fucking substation at this point. Let it flow.
-29.
Oh yeah, bye Jerrod.
I mean,
Yeah,
they technically
Jerrod-
have the 6 seconds the rest of the round to do something.
Well, more electricity help, because that's about all I got for you.
I cast lightning bolt.
Well, no. I mean, this is well beyond his con score.
Oh, you're dead. But
I-
they have the holy revive. Or no, you've had that.
I've been revived.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
Already.
is it. Jared's fucking dunzo, lad.
You can in fact heal critical. There are 3
Instant heals. still.
3 instant heals in the game still. Nobody has used them.
It's okay. I'll use my chakras to redirect all this electricity flowing through me into another lightning bolt. To send
Yeah, could
through
you,
Jerrod again.
Back in the same
Can you,
direction.
Back to the-
Yeah. Back through
you
Jerrod.
could,
Back
you could
into Jerrod.
if you could use some of that extra energy, if you could fucking defib my heart, that'd be.
Karami!
I'm
Karami!
currently lying on the floor.
Good God! Karami going with a cure light, Ransom giving a cure crit, so that's
Dick. Damn it, Karam.
that's
Giving it to who though?
The cure light.
they're definitely
Cure
all
light
giving
is
it to Jerrod.
Yeah. No, I'm still on the floor.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Don't mind me.
because I trust your dice more than mine.
So it was a cure crit and a cure light, so that's 5d8 plus 8. Here we go! You heal 22. That was rough. That could have been way
Trusted
better.
Your dice.
Yeah, but no. Feeling the lightning bolt, Jerrod is going to turn around and just kind of give Pathos a look like, I fucking knew it.
Shocking turn of events.
Yeah, Ranston, you have to give that right, bud. Take rep off. Just it's !give, then my name, Then there you go. That's it. You got it. Okay.
Also, yeah, Sunn drops.
Sunn drops to what?
-1. He's on
-1. Deia, what are you at?
Doing the dinosaur.
Yep. I'm alive.
You're all right.
21.
He's
I'm
at
not
yep.
great. I'm not great.
Sunn is downed. Sunn is downed right now. Sunn's at -1. Pathos. He actually died in real life from the lightning bolt. He just pieced it.
Yep.
He did no damage, still left.
We thought he took damage in game. He took it out of game instead.
He just transferred to a different realm.
Jerrod could still die. Okay, that's the real thing here.
Yeah, he'll die in the next second. Don't worry.
Hey, Caver, what's going on, man? A long time no see, buddy. Pathos.
Alrighty.
It's your turn.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Remove 2 points, so you healed 20. Ranston was giving to turn his Cure Light into a Cure Critical. So there's technically 2 heals left.
Oh, so I only healed 20.
You only healed 20.
Why is there technically 2 heals left?
Because
Rami and Ranston both healed.
Ranston gave additional
Ranston
to upgrade
buffed
that
up
heal.
Alright, I'm gonna move 5 feet in.
Okay.
And I'll strike this first one with my Silver Flame Rapier.
Okay. Make your attack. Let's see what this does.
28.
Let's see if 28 is going to hit. 28 will hit, yes.
Second attack. That's a... Oh, they're not subject to critical hits, right?
Correct.
So it's a hitter then. Yeah, it's just a hit on them.
Yes.
So first attack is going to deal... It's +8, and then 1d6 fire. Second attack. And then fire damage.
Okay, so I'm looking at 18 and 16, so 32, right? No, 34. 34 points of damage. Describe to me this weapon, please.
So the weapon itself, everything from the blade to all the way down to the guard and the hilt itself is made of pure silver. The actual guard itself looks like an actual candle flame, but wrapping around Pathos's arm for the guard itself. And as it strikes, every time he turns his wrist, that's what causes this in a sense the silver flame explosion that keeps burning the target.
Sure. As you wench your rapier into the target itself, it seems to pass through with much ease. Almost as if there's no resistance. Upon retrieval of your blade to reposition and strike, you connect with bone. It seems to have very minimal effect from the blade itself, but the fire immediately begins erupting its tattered clothing that it seems to be wearing, these robes that decorate its body.
I was going to say, when it ignites, when on a critical, it does a d8. Do I roll that instead of the d6?
You have to confirm the critical.
Oh, okay. Did you want me to just roll again on that, just to verify it? Or
yes,
no?
yes. The d20 plus 11.
14? No,
So
be
just
regular.
not confirm. Okay. Here we go. Klaus! Klaus, you're up,
It's
bud.
me.
Bubbernaut, I get healed
You don't get a heal.
from Quail.
He didn't give me rep.
Yeah, he did. Oh no, he gave it to Never mind.
Yeah, Bummer SCC.
I should be able to steal from Overdown CCE.
You should be able to.
Go ahead. What do you have for me, Klaus?
So seeing as I'm in this hallway, and I don't really want to risk putting any more magic into Jerrod at this point, I'm just going to put magic on him instead and cast Rage on him.
On Jerrod?
Yeah, really just let him beat the ever-loving hell out of these skeletons.
Okay, the way this is affected by your body, instead of just traditionally casting Rage, you cast Greater Rage upon him.
Oh. Well then. Let me take a look at what the bonuses are for that, unless you know offhand.
Should be +8.
That's gross.
That is indeed very gross. Let me take a look.
Jerrod has a fucking 40 strength, casually.
He does not. Jerrod's still in a rough spot.
It's 36.
Gross.
Okay, you've cast it. Jerrod. Jerrod, you're going to gain temporary hit points.
Oh, joy! I could use those. So, I know that Rage gives me a +2 to my Constitution and Strength. Going by what I can read up on these spells and all that, but yeah, what's Greater do?
+8 to Strength and Constitution.
Son of a bitch.
What
Does it have a? Does it still have a negative for AC, or is that eliminated with the greater version?
Is it still going to have the negative? Yes, it will still have the negative.
Okay, so that's a -2 to AC still.
Basically, it makes him a wild man, right? Like, he throws away his combat savvy in an effort to...
And just starts bashing his sword against the nearest object.
Broken sword.
Hopefully not the nearest object.
He's already broken the sword.
Jerrod, what does that put you at for strength? Are you in the 40s? Or are you at 36?
Adding that +8. Now, the question is, does that stack on top of the +4 for my belt?
Yes, it will.
I'm at 29.
Still gross. Fucking
That's
nasty.
filthy.
That is nasty.
That is disgusting. But
Wolfman.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and take a 5-foot real quick and shit, swing for the fences. Just with a bellow of rage as I feel this burning torrent of anger and vitriolic bile moving through me. And it's just taking everything in me not to turn on Pathos right now. Because he is very, very, very angry.
Red, you're going to heal 27. That was the second divine heal of the session.
Yay, I'm not on the floor.
I mean, you're technically still unconscious.
Woo, I'm on the floor again.
It's going to be up to your allies to wake your ass up.
I have smelling salts in my pocket. Out of game.
Oh wait, technically it's all still in the same round, so no, you'd still be up.
Woo!
You would
I'm
still
not on the floor
be up.
Again.
The smelling salts made their way up to you for sure. All right, so Jerrod, make an attack for me.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of calculating because I got to remember that I've got a -6 on my weapon now. So 22 plus 2 minus 6, so 22, 24, 18. Okay. And they will be power attacks. Alright, first one, 25.
25 will hit.
Alright, next.
Will you show me which one you're targeting, please?
Yes, I am targeting this one first.
Okay.
And this one second. Alright, minus 5.
Give me damage.
Oh, and the second one gets a crit. Though crit doesn't matter with my weapon. That's right.
Why not?
I mean, technically you will. You will get crits. You didn't lose.
Crits.
You didn't lose the opportunity to crit.
Oh, sweet.
Your weapon's just damaged.
Cool. And let's see, by upping my strength by 2 mod points, that gives me an extra.
Roll to confirm, please.
4. Oh.
I need to see that, and then you tell me when to stop, and I'll give you the card. That's going to confirm.
Excellent.
That's going to confirm.
Stop.
All right. Okay. Let's see. That's not going to affect it because it's a skeleton. We're going to go to the second card following. Slashing is tricky. Alright. This is neat. So, Brow Cut. It's normal damage and 1d4 bleed target blinded while bleeding. Interestingly enough, it's a skeleton, and all the slashing effects seem to do that of bleeding effects. May want to look into other optional styles of damage than just slashing. That being said, you're going to strike, and it deals the normal damage, so give me normal damage.
Alright, well, the first one does 35.
It dies.
The second one... and the second one... 34.
It dies. These things are spell-casting badasses.
It
but,
doesn't matter with Jerrod.
But they are still skeletons.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're skeletons, they're spellcasters. You fucking
Sunn!
kill them anyways. I'm gonna fucking step out of the doorway, cause fuck that. How big
I mean, you're technically not in the doorway, and it's 7 feet.
Okay, then I'm gonna step over to here.
Okay.
Just away from all that, and I'm gonna chug a. I'm gonna. For the potions that we got from Krista, do we know that they're in our bag?
Yeah, you will.
Then I'm gonna chug a cure crit.
All right, sounds good.
Do you want to roll it or should I?
You go ahead and roll it. That's fine.
What is it again? 3d8?
It's a cure crit, so 48 plus 7.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Is there a way to overheal?
Great, Sunn, you sunk your battleship.
You overhealed, in fact.
Yeah,
and,
Sunn's dick just like pops right off.
Shoots off like a rocket.
No joke.
That ain't no Falcon Heavy. You ain't recovering that one.
Deia!
Them boosters are gone.
I'm doing basically the same thing as I hold my action to try and see through the door.
Who's this?
And then as soon as I get a peek of these skeletons, 4 lightning bolts just flash through me. I'm just gonna be like, nope, and sidestep. not right now.
All right, sounds good. Viral, thank you so much for the host, brother. I appreciate that. How you doing, bud? Long time no see, bud. Hey, Hot Sauce, how's it going? So, Deia, you sidestep. What do? Take potion? Heal self?
Yep. Both, actually.
So you're gonna 5 foot, drink an instantaneous action here.
Yep.
That's, you heal 40. Yep. Wow. Hey, guess what? Wow. Hot Sauce Garen, thank you so much. I appreciate that, bud. Welcome in. Alright, so this is where I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm really sorry.
Because they do it again.
No, they don't.
Do it!
I'm out of the doorway.
They self-destruct. 500 sonic damage, everything in a 20-mile radius.
Jesus.
In line of sight. In line of sight. We're good.
Yeah, we're fine.
They roll 4e8 plus 7.
Man, I hope they lightning bolt again. I'm just gonna go unlimited power.
He stares like, hey, aren't you guys supposed to attack?
Okay, alright. So, I'm gonna split these. Alright.
Oh no.
I'm gonna put 2 on Pathos, 2 on Jerrod. Nah, I can't even. I have to put 3 on each of you. I have to.
Gross.
Okay.
That sounds
fun.
Using magic missile?
Yes.
Jesus, that's a lot of magic missiles.
Yeah. These things
I don't
are
have that many.
physically the least capable of combatants, but where they lack the ability to physically fight, they can cast 3 spells around each.
Jesus Christ. Can I, like, eat them and gain their abilities?
Calm down. When to go?
bone marrow.
Yeah, that's a,
Look,
that's
man,
a
I'll start cracking some femurs open.
Jerrod, I'm gonna start on you first, okay? Look at the solemn look on his face, like he just saw death.
Like a medieval crack addict.
Here we go.
Bye,
1,
Jerrod.
2, 3.
Bye, Jerrod.
Okay, first things first, I need to go ahead and add in this temp. This temp hell. Now, do I do it as if I were level 10 or level 8?
You're gonna treat it as if you're your current level.
Alright, so...
You added 4. It's 4 to, what, a level 8, so...
32.
Yeah, so 32.
Alright, so let me just go ahead and count that in real
Okay, so
quick.
you're not dead yet.
He might be 10.
Alright. And that's got me down again.
Alright.
I'm at -2. If we don't... if we
know
don't
what?
count... Now I have to say it again. If we're not counting the temporary damage, the temporary buff, because that drops off when he passes out,
Yeah, you're dead.
I'm dead again.
And Pathos.
Each one's got to roll for spell resistance.
These things will blow your spell resistance out of the water. They're basically like arcane cannons.
I mean, there would still be a chance, or is it that their modifiers are so high?
I'm gonna roll a d20, and if I crit fail, then it misses. Okay.
Sounds about right.
Incoming that one.
All right.
Four,
I'm hoping it's a
3
nat
nat
one.
ones.
Damn it.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
That's not terrible.
That's 50.
Not terrible at all.
That's fine. Look, if you're not me, 50 damage is really not that much for fucking...
You're the
Well,
next one
no,
to be hit.
because my spell resistance is 16, so I'm trying to figure out if even with the 7, does it still go through?
Yes.
They probably
Yes.
have a plus roughly 30 to damage.
It's nuts.
Not gonna lie.
It's nuts.
What bonus do they get on the roll? Not like what is the type of number that they get? Is it spellcraft or...
Well, I'll tell you this much. It has 11 hit dice.
Jesus Christ.
But they only have 35 hit points.
Nice.
11 hit dice, but 35 hit points.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like Klaus.
Spellcasters.jpg.
Rangor, thank you so much for the bits, brother. I appreciate that.
I hope to be that powerful one day.
And just as frail.
Yeah.
Pathos.
Exactly as frail.
Pathos, how are you looking right now? I know you just took 50.
Still good.
Okay, all right. You know if they get another round, they're going to do more. They're going to do even more.
More magic missiles. Oh no.
Yeah, these guys are not friendly.
Step in 5 feet, and I'll strike twice at the one I'm facing right now.
Okay, go for it.
23.
That's going to hit.
And that one.
All right. You're going to critical fail. Give me just a second. I'll remove the deck, and we'll see what happens.
Uh, 11 piercing to fire.
Okay, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right. Okay, second thoughts. The moment that you slide into their arcane bubble, since they've come to, like, full livelihood, right? As much as these skeletons possibly can. In the first round, they only cast one spell. It's sort of like they were charging up. But since they've swelled to this arcane-like font, being inside of their melee range, you're sickened. Roll 1d6. In so many rounds, you're sickened. Okay, 4. You're sickened for the next 4 rounds in combat. It's too much for you to bear. Being inside of their melee range is just sickening. It suppresses you to a degree. But yeah, you've managed to strike. Remember, your blade has very limited effect, but the fire does. They seem to immediately erupt. Klaus! You do not want these guys to have another turn.
No, I really don't. I mean, I guess just pouring damage out is probably the best way to go, huh?
It always worked for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, until you died.
He's not dead.
Yeah.
Because, like...
No. I'm very close to dead.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
For now.
My thought process here is, they're casting Magic Missile, which I know is a low-level spell. Like, that's not really meta-knowledge, it's just my character would know that was something that he
It's
knew
just
from
a
earlier.
magic missile.
Yeah, it's low-level magic,
Yes.
generally speaking.
But very
I do
effective.
I do have Lesser Glow of Invulnerability, which blocks anything that's 3rd level and lower, spell-wise. So what I could do is move into the room, cast that, prevent Pathos and Jerrod from taking any more damage from their spells, and just try to help them, or I could throw out a Magic Missile and hope I do enough damage to kill them both. So,
Right.
I'm kind of leaning towards the globe at this point. I think it's probably going to be the more useful option.
You're at least going to block this spell and the lower level spells.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and cast, I'm going to move in a little bit just so I have them both in my range. And
Okay.
cast Lesser Globe.
Alright, and what is that that radius?
It's 10 feet.
Okay, very good. Very good.
10 feet circling on me.
Before they fucking move to Mac lasers instead. Like, oh yeah, here, we'll use our level 10 spells. It's the only other one we have.
Fireball.
Alright. Damn.
So here it comes to the question. Like it or not, I'm in the negatives. Even with my temp health boost, it knocked me down to the negatives.
Yes. How close is Jerrod? Dead? Jerrod has -2 health.
Well,
Out of, like,
that's
negative-
with the temp modifiers.
Yeah, that's with the temp.
You know, otherwise I'm like -30.
Jesus.
So it's a question of, we know he's at least passing the hell out. God, I don't know what to say on this one. I mean, I'm down. There's really nothing I can do with this. So I suppose
Bleed slowly.
move on.
You could try to stabilize, can't you?
No.
Or yeah, because you die. Yeah.
I am well past my -6 con.
I don't know, -36? Pretty much the same number.
It's not that far.
No, not
That
at all.
far at all.
Nope. The crit's the highest, right, bub?
No, cure crit is the highest.
Yeah.
I may be able to in the future add in cure critical mass, like the mass spells,
Please do.
but not right now.
Right this instant.
They would be very expensive.
400,000 rep per potion.
No. So what do you do, Jerrod? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, one, I wish I would have checked my bag before I got in here. Just in case. And two, he's going to give Pathos this dying look of hatred like, I knew it. Dropping to a knee, leaning on his sword, and then pitching face forward over the bones of the last one he slayed.
There's Ranston.
Ranston coming in with a cure. The last cure.
You can't die yet, damn it!
That's the last one. Heal 34. That was near max.
All right.
From
so,
0.
I mean, yeah, so I'm at 34, but I'm still knocked out.
Yep. But you're not dying.
Hey, trust me, I'm not going to argue that one.
Didn't it just happen though? So wouldn't you be back? Wouldn't you not?
It's within the same round. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can still fight.
You can still do things. This is correct.
Oh, great. Okay, but yeah, tipping forward, I kind of get that second wind, just pump a fist against the floor and
Jump up and do 78 damage. 2 swing.
Okay, so with haste, I know it gives you either an extra move action or an extra attack action on a full attack.
Don't you also get 30 extra feet?
Yep.
In a move,
That doubles your move speed.
In a move, so that means I can move 60 feet instead of 30.
Yeah.
My question is, would I be able to, with haste, step in and get my full attack action?
You should be able to. You're not far away from it, aren't you? 5 foot away?
You're within 5. You can 5-foot step, yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Second burst, same as the first. He's just going to rage in and try and swing twice more.
When have you wanted IRL?
First one, 24. Second one, 27.
Yeah.
Top and bottom. And like before, 34 and 35.
Okay. So you're splitting the damage?
Yeah, he's gonna top and then bottom.
Okay, so one of them lives with 1 hit point, though nobody knows about it. Sunn.
Yeah, just the 3 that are in there going, ah!
Realizing that there's not 1 cure crit, but 2 cure crits. I'm gonna drink the other one.
Okay.
Be happy with myself.
Do you hold?
I like how Sunn's just out there getting tossed. It's just like,
No, yeah.
He needs it. Definitely needs it.
I am tired of being fucking
just
sub
slouch in the
half
throne.
HP.
Slouch in the throne and just keep hot hammering it back.
Deia.
Yeah. I wanna step into the doorway again and see if I can actually see these, or if the wheel down and Klaus are still going.
I mean, this thing has cover. It definitely has cover.
yeah, Jerrod is definitely right on top of
Yeah.
And by the looks of my team, I don't really want to try and fire past them, because if I hit Jerrod, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna die anyways. So I'm just gonna.
Hey, you don't know my life.
Have a conversation with Sunn
Okay.
right here.
Sounds good. With 1 hit point. Oh man. I've been looking at these spells now for a minute.
Just deciding which one will kill us harder.
All right. Jerrod, I need you to give me a will save.
No. Tell me his. Oh wait, no.
We don't get attacks of opportunity for him casting?
Did my wisdom go down? I don't think my wisdom went down.
Let me see if you guys actually get the attack of op on this.
Your wisdom went down when you drank the potion. If you drink that.
Yeah. Your wisdom went down by 4.
Oh, right. So I need to go ahead and make sure that I have that. Jot it down.
It's invisible. Let's see. So you're not going to be able to get 1 Pathos, but Jerrod might be able to.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Spellweaver's encountered a time. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, you do.
basically-
You do get an attack of op.
Yeah, because I doubt it's going to move.
You do get an attack of opportunity.
Or cast defense.
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
Oh, alright, so...
you're going to hit.
Yeah! I mean, we don't even need to really do the crit
No.
table, do we?
It literally has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, so basically he just, anime style, BAM! Sideswipes it with the sword.
I mean, its spells are still going to go off. Give me damage though, because I need to know, because it's gonna have to make a save.
Oh joy!
Yeah, the damage while casting thing. It has to make a concentration check, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Do a lot of damage.
27.
Okay, so it's got to be 10 plus damage taken. So I have to roll a 37. Oh
Can
fuck!
you even do that?
Yeah, I can.
No, don't do that.
Watch him nat 20
The
it.
the funny thing is his it's plus 27.
Gross.
But he failed.
Hey.
He failed
Nice.
By just that much.
by
God
just
bless.
that much. Just 3. Combat is gonna come to an end right there, just like that. Them's